Alright guys, in this week's video, I'm going to show you how you can take trades like this using the one shot, one kill model. Alright, so basis of the one shot, one kill model, we're looking to capture the majority of the weekly range. How we're going to do this is bearish weeks, we're going to look to sell short above the open. This is where smart money will look to position themselves in the weekly candle. And once we're positioned above the open, we'll look to capture the majority of the move down throughout the week. And vice versa, in bullish scenarios, we'll look to buy below the open along with smart money and look to capture the weekly range as it expands upwards. So how we're going to do this is using time and price. So time aspects of this model will be days of the week and the economic calendar as our roadmap, specifically high impact news drivers. What days of the week has high impact news? These are high probability days to create the high or low of the week, depending on which we're looking for. And Tuesday and Wednesday are preferred, sometimes Thursday. And again, the economic calendar will help you determine the highest probability days that you're going to see the high or low of the week form. Now, price, we're going to be looking at the previous 3 weeks liquidity. So 3 week look back. And within that, we're going to be looking for 1 hour and 4 hour swing highs and swing lows. And we'll expect these to be the swing points that provide the liquidity for the reversals to happen that we're looking for. So that's essentially the time and price aspects of this model. You need that in every model. And now I'm going to show you a few examples of how to use this throughout the week. All right, so here's our first example. This is a trade I took. You can go follow me over on Twitter and see that probably in my highlighted post. Anyways, here these vertical lines are the days of the week separated on the midnight opens and the start of the week. This blue line here is the weekly open. So in a bullish week, as you see the candle here, we're going to be looking to buy below the weekly open. And these red flags here are the high impact news days for this week. So just looking at the economic calendar, you would be able to see that this week is going to be a very volatile week, which is good for us as traders. Now, this buy side liquidity pool here is the 3 week high from the 3 week look back. And this sell side liquidity pool here, and as well as this one here, is a 1 hour, 4 hour swing low that we'll expect to be rated to create the liquidity for the reversal. So what you're going to be doing is waiting, and you're looking for Tuesday and Wednesday, preferably, to create your low of the week. So Monday, you would sit on the sidelines. Tuesday, you would wait unless it purges a liquidity pool, which it didn't. So you would continue to wait. Wednesday, we get a strong move down, takes out this liquidity. And you can see I've drawn SMT here because while NASDAQ was doing this, ES drove a bit lower into the daily fair value gap, creating SMT. So when you have this raid on sell side, SMT, this will be a key area for you to start looking for your reversal. Now, once you've found your point in which you're looking for a reversal, this is when you would drop down to a 15-minute or a 5-minute time frame and start looking for a model to get in on, whether that be a breaker or fair value gap order block, whichever you prefer. That's where you would go down into your lower time frames and start to look for this. So this would mark off everything on the checklist. We would be below the weekly open. We've purged liquidity of a 1 hour swing low during a high impact news day. And we have SMT, which is not required, but it will greatly increase your win rate for this model. And then you would just take the 5-minute or 15-minute trade like you would a day trade, except you would hold it longer, target higher time frame liquidity pools from your last 3 weeks highs. You could also use the previous high of the week, so whatever high Monday or Tuesday made, this could be your first target for a partial, and then you can continue to hold for the remainder of the weekly range. So if you just think about how a candle forms, right? When the candle opens, it would just be a flat line. We're looking to enter on the wick. So everything below this blue line would create the wick of the candle. And we're looking to get in on the low of the wick, or as close to the bottom of the wick as we can, and hold as the candle comes back through and starts expanding upwards. This week closed at the highs here, but usually you would have some sort of an upper wick on the candle to create the close. Now, I have another example from the week that we're currently in. I'll go through this latest week's price action and show you an example from there. So we're on the current week's price action now. At the time of this recording, it was Thursday, so we haven't seen Friday's price action yet, but I imagine it will hit this final target. Now I'm going to show you how the economic calendar can keep you out of potentially bad trades and let you wait, help you to patiently wait for the good trade. So same thing here, vertical lines separating the days of the week. Red flags are the high impact news days, which was Wednesday and Thursday. And then we've also marked out our weekly open here and the sell side liquidity pools and buy side liquidity pools from the previous 3 weeks. And again, I've put the candle here for reference. Now this candle hasn't closed yet, but at the time of this recording, this is how the weekly candle would look. So same thing in this example. We'll be looking to buy below the weekly open. Now, how I said Tuesday and Wednesday preferably, there's no high impact news on Tuesday. So we would wait and we would expect Wednesday or Thursday to create the low of the week. Now, Monday, you would wait. You would be sidelined until Wednesday. Tuesday, it takes the liquidity, but it's not a high impact news day. So it meets the price, but it does not meet the time aspect of high impact news day. So we would disregard this. Wednesday, we have a high impact news day. We run the liquidity again. We take previous day's low here. So this liquidity pool here that was engineered, basically relative equal lows again. We run those on Wednesday during the news time. And same as the last example, this is when once this gets rated here, this is when you would drop down into your 15-minute or your 5-minute, and you would look for your entry model, whether that be a breaker, fair value gap, order block, etc. Then you'll be targeting buy side liquidity. So you have a previous week high here and 2-week high here. So beyond this, you would be using standard deviations, really the only way you could project higher targets. But I will say, once the highest liquidity pool you have has been taken, 80% of your trade needs to be off there. And always after the first partial, I always move my stop to break even, wherever that is. So looking at the candle again here, you can see that if you wait till Wednesday, you're positioned in the lower wick of this candle. And you ride the weekly range up along with smart money. And I imagine Friday will take this last liquidity pool here, see what happens. And that's essentially the one shot, one kill model. All right, so that's the one shot, one kill model. This is the execution from the first example. Looks a bit different because it's a 4-hour chart rather than a 1 hour. But you can see the precision, catching the low of the week, riding it up to the high of the week. It's a model that forms once a week, but when it forms, it will give you one trade and you're done for the week. So Hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Follow me over on Twitter, link in the description, as well as I have a free Telegram channel where I share some gems, some sauce. So that's also in the description. And until next time, be safe.